Hello students, today we are going to start the new poem from our CBSE 8th standard NCERT textbook. The name of the poem is The Geography Lesson. Now you will wonder what is this geography lesson, but it is a poem. So it is a lesson that teaches us about geography. Now what about geography does it teach us? Let's see. Have you seen a jet plane? And have you seen the view from a jet plane? How many of you have sat in a jet plane before? Can you see the view from the jet plane? You can see the entire geographic area of our city or whichever city you're flying from. You can see the seas, you can see the land, you can see the buildings. But do they appear the same size? Do they appear of the same neatness? Or do you see walls formed? Do you see buildings, some small, some tall, some towers, some seas are so small, some seas big, some land formations? So this is what the poem talks about, the geographical view from the airplane window, from the jet window. Let me show you one such example. Understood what I'm talking about? Let's go back to our poem. We are at the first paragraph. When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had. So when the jet sprang into the sky means when it started flying. When the jet sprang into the sky, so airplanes, they first have a certain road to first travel on the wheel, and then they fly, and they have a landing and they have a pickup. So when the jet sprang, as soon as it started flying in the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had, seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile. So now the flight is 6 inches above the feet. Suppose you go 6 inches above the ground, so 6 inches above to the mile. There seemed an inevitability. See the word inevitability? The meaning of the word is certain to happen. It is unavoidable. Okay. There seemed a unavoidable situation, inevitability. What do you think is the opposite of inevitability? About what on ground had looked haphazard. Haphazard means full of confusion, all gadbad, gondad. Unplanned means nothing was planned. It looks like this. See in this over here. Does it look like everything is planned and made? Doesn't it look like it is haphazard? Something is big, something is small, some sea is big, some sea is small. The roads are in a different route. The cars look so tiny. When the jet sprang into the sky. So everything looks haphazard, unplanned. Let me mark the difficult words for you. The difficult marked words are in red. Inevitable, haphazard, unplanned, and without style. When the jet sprang into the sky, when the jet reached 10,000 feet, now your plane is flying higher, your jet is flying higher. It was clear why the country had cities where the rivers ran and why the valleys were populated. So now when they are going more higher in the flight, they are realizing why the country had cities, where the rivers ran, where are the places where rivers are running, and why are the valley areas more populated. You must have studied this in geography. Because of the water facilities, they can grow crops, they can wash clothes. So valley areas are more populated. Some areas are just bare land. So when it went 10,000 feet high, the logic of geography, now they understand the logic of geography, that land and water attracted man, that it was land and water that attracted man. Land where farming could happen, water where all the other facilities can be fulfilled, was clearly delineated. Now it was clearly understood. When the jet reached 10,000 feet, when the jet rose 6 miles high, now we are going 6 miles high. 6 miles high. It was clear the earth was round. Now when you are going a little more above than 10,000 feet, the earth is round and it had more sea than land. So they realized that this had more sea than. So coming back to the next page of the poem, we were here. When the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear that the earth was round and that it had more sea than land. You could see more water, more sea than land. But it was difficult to understand that the men on the earth found causes to hate each other, to build walls across cities, and to kill. From that height, it was not clear why. So when you're looking at a city from a height, maybe you can try this. Go to your terrace today. I won't suggest you to fly to some city or some country in this coronavirus, but you can go up to the terrace and you can see some part of the city. And you won't be able to see exactly the same view as from an airplane view, but you can at least have a rough idea of what we are talking about in this poem. So the poet Zulfikar Ghosh is talking about that it is clearly understood why there is more sea, why there is less land, why which area is more populated, why which area is less populated, why there are more people near the valley, why there are more seas. But it was not clear why men on the earth found causes to hate each other. Why did they find causes to hate each other, to build walls across cities and to kill? It's a very deep message he's sending. If the city looks so beautiful, if the valley and the rivers and the population, everything is understood, why do they still fight? Why do they still have difference of opinion? Why do they still want to kill? They want to have wars. That he never understood. So this is all the poem about, and we shall see you next time.